We're here at the cemetery. That's trailhead for the Archer's Fork Loop Trail. And this is pretty much it. Just a small little parking lot. Got our packs are ready to go. We got a small drizzle. But using my Coyote 80 Kelty. Got the rain pack on it, or rain cover on it. And so we're getting ready to head off. It's a 9.8 mile loop hike. You can see at the trailhead where some people camp here. But small little trailhead, or parking lot to the trailhead. Actually the trailhead is down around here and then goes down the hill. And the trailhead is about 0.1 miles off to your left. Natural bridge, and it's raining. Maybe we can get under there and get some natural cover. Took the packs off just because it's going to be a steep climb back up, and this is a little offshoot of the main trail, so we don't want to, we got to come back up anyway, so we don't want to hike back up this with the packs. It's raining just a little bit, but oh, did you see this? Dad, did you see this? I mean, it's, huh, that's kind of cool.
Pretty awesome.
Wonder what would have made that.
Yeah, I think the rocks just separated and
Well, yeah.
broke out of there. Pretty awesome.
That's neat.
I'm gonna head back over here. Go down here and get a really good shot underneath.
Pay attention to where I'm going. Not the camera, I'll fall on my butt. Knowing one of us will probably break a bone or something. Right. And Dad and I are probably the most accident-prone people you ever meet. Oh, that's neat. That's pretty cool. Nice little bridge cave thing. It's pretty big.
Up there. Take more later.
About 3 miles in on the Archer's Fork Loop Trail. We're here at the Great Cave. Why they call it the Great Cave, I don't know. Maybe it's a little more impressive once we get, I mean, it's kind of cool, but it's still raining. But once we get down there, maybe it'll be something a little more, who knows. Got a little rope here, a little steep incline. Oh, that's why. Slippery. Probably more to help us back up. So yeah, we're about 2.5, 3 miles in. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's pretty neat. Did you find more trash?
Yep, that makes me ill when I see people with
Well, that's like I said earlier. You know, a lot of times you get down these places off trail, these caves and stuff, and you find piles of trash because people come down here and they drink and, you know, they don't, you know, whatever. Do what you want, but clean up your crap. It's been there for a while. Coors Light summer. It's faded.
People be in for a shock if they're walking on top of that.
Yeah. I mean, it's not as trashy as I've seen other ones, especially given that it has a nice little sitting area, and I'm sure people build fires here, and
Yeah.
you know, I've seen them a lot trashier than this, but really, I mean, this is that one beer can.
Yeah. Not bad.
It's kind of neat. The only problem is if we don't find any more water than this, we're gonna have a tough time using the Sawyer Squeeze Mini to filter our water, because we gotta fill those bags up.
Yeah.
Unless you have running water, or it's kind of tough.
Yeah, we'll set up a tarp to collect water. We're supposed to have plenty of rain.
Yeah. It's supposed to rain on us the next 2 days. Well, it's raining on us now, which we didn't think it was, but
Yeah.
make for good sleeping.
Yep.
Miserable days, but I'm just going to record you a little bit because I know you're going to fall. So
Hope not.
So here at the rock outcropping, just one of a couple on the map, and it's pretty cool. Pretty friggin' huge. Little staircase thing goes up the center there. We're not going to check that out just yet though. We're kind of looking for a camp spot. Big vine going up the side. Is that a vine or a tree? What is that?
I don't know. Root.
That's pretty neat though. Snake holes.
Yes.
Those are.
Yeah, right.
They are.
Yeah.
Never seen snake holes?
Yeah, but they're on the rock.
Well, couple well, when I used to work for the city or Gehenna, we would get in the creeks. Here's another one. We would get in the creeks, and they had these big rocks in the creeks and stuff. And in the summer, and we'd climb up on top of them. There would be all kinds of snakes sunning themselves up on those things, and then they would all dive into the water when we went up there. Knowing we had to get back into the water to get out of there, kind of sucked. Oh, there's a cave up there. Right up there. Huh. Something we can explore tomorrow.
Yep.
That's pretty impressive though. Finally got camp set up. It's not the greatest spot, but we found a couple fairly flat spots, and it looks like somebody's been here before. A couple burnt logs and a fire ring that's already been here. Looks like it hasn't been used in a while, but so again, I'm using the Sierra Designs Vapor Light 2 tent, just as my one-person backpacking tent. I'm at a little bit of an angle, but so hopefully I don't slide down too much, but it's not too bad. Has some light rain on and off, but we got this tarp set up, just a cheap tarp from Walmart, just set up so we can sit near the fire, and so I don't want to ruin my good tarp, so we bought that one in case it gets any holes in it or anything. But Dad's got his tent set up over there. A little further down, had to clear out some brush, some underbrush, and some rocks and stuff, but I think it's going to work out. So Got some rocks here to sit on or whatever, but probably gonna get rained on all night. But he brought some pine from the house, so that should be able to get our fire started. And I don't know if it went out or not. It didn't quite take off. I'll have to try that again. But got my REI camp chair. Got some firewood collected. Not a whole lot, but we'll get more here in a little bit once this fire gets going, gets nice and hot. Can dry out some of these logs, but it's not too bad. Trail's up there, and so we're not as far off the trails I'd like to be, but and there's a little ravine, little gully down there, but it's not too bad. And then we'll do some day hiking tomorrow and see what we find. Maybe if we even find a better spot, but we'll see. Settling in for some lunch or dinner at this point. I think we skipped lunch, didn't we?
Yep.
Skipped lunch, so got my jet boil as always. And on tonight's menu is chicken a la king with noodles. Mountain House, of course. My favorite. Not my favorite meal. Mountain House is my favorite. Chicken with rib meat and mashed potatoes is my favorite Mountain House. But my dad's got a little stove is, it's a shoe polish can. It's got 3 aluminum posts that screw into it for a pot stand, and it's got carbon felt that lines it, and just use the heat fuel like a typical alcohol stove, and then that carbon felt sucks up the fuel, and then the vapors obviously burn off. But what's cool about this stove is after it burns out, it's still cool to the touch. A lot of times this carbon felt is used for like plumbers, when they're doing soldering on pipes. They put it on the wall behind the pipes so they don't burn the wall. But it's perfect for these stoves. Not too bad. What are you eating? Beef stew?
I'm having beef stew.
Sweet. Get the fire going. It's about 5:45, so we don't have much daylight left. Just sitting down, relaxing, eating a little bit. Rain stopped for last hour or so, which is nice. Maybe we'll get some coffee later.
I got coffee bags.
Instant coffee bags. Not tea bags.
Coffee bags.
Coffee bags.
Looks like a tea bag, but it's a coffee bag. Not instant coffee, it's brewed.
Okay, it's day 2. We're back at we took a day hike back to the rock outcropping that we saw on the first day, so we're going to explore it a little bit. We're going to just climb up through here and see what we can find. But hopefully we don't get hurt climbing up through here. But it's pretty neat. But you can see it up there behind me. We're just taking it easy and taking what the day gives us, but it it warmed up today. It rained. It's supposed to start raining about 2 o'clock, but it didn't start till probably 6:30, I think, is when it started raining. It started storming pretty good. But we're just kind of taking it easy. You know, we don't really have any plans for today, and just relaxing a little bit and enjoying the trail. But this trail's pretty cool because originally we were planning on going down to Red River Gorge, which is not really the same as here. I mean, it's got, you know, probably a little more scenery, but we also didn't want to drive 4 to 5 hours to get there. And then probably a couple days before we were getting ready to leave, I got my backpacker magazine in the mail and I read about Archer's Fork Loop Trail in southern Ohio, just near Marietta. Well, that's only about an hour away from my dad's house, so we kind of made a last minute decision to come here, printed off some maps and everything, and so it's working out. It's pretty cool. I mean, you know, it's got some pretty cool rock formations. The camping spots are a little bit sparse, you know, which, you know, I showed you the camp spot. You know, there's the flat spots were few and far in between, but we already had a fire ring, set up a tarp, and had a nice fire last night. So we're getting ready to go explore this, and brought our lunch with us and got on the ribs pack for our day pack, and so we'll see how it goes, and just kind of tool around. Last day in the Archer's Fork Loop. We're headed out, and nice little hike out. Rained before we left, and it's a little warm, but we hiked probably about 1.5 miles, 2 miles past our camp. We found pretty much the perfect camping spot. It's nice and flat, unlike our camp. We were sliding downhill all night, and it was right next to water. It already had a fire ring, had some rocks for seats, and but you know, and it would have put us closer to the car for the walk out. But now we'll know for next time. We kind of scouted out all the camping spots on this trail, so now we'll kind of know for next time when we come back. So next time, what we'll probably do is end up going the opposite way and trying to hit that, if it's not taken, trying to hit that campsite on the first thing, and then we can day hike from there to the other stuff that we saw. But so if the next time we'll come, we'll probably go hike clockwise and instead of counter clockwise, so which is what we did this time. So it'll, because that camp we just saw was closer to our car than the other one, so we can hike the other direction, hit that camp first, and then we can day hike from there. And then if we don't feel like doing the loop, we can do an out and back, and but we're still in a spot where we can see all the stuff. So leaves are changing colors, they look pretty cool. and some good views from the trail where we're at now. So, I mean, still a lot of foliage up, so it's kind of difficult to see too far, but the leaves changing are always nice. But it's not a bad hike out. Sweating a little bit, it's a little humid from the rain. You know, it's probably 70-some degrees. Not too bad. So we probably got a couple more miles, maybe another hour of hiking to go. We'll be back at the car, and then there's a cave close to the car that we kind of like to see. We'll kind of play it by ear when we get there. See if we want to drop packs and go down and check it out, or if we just feel sweaty and nasty and we just want to get in the car and go home. But we're not in really any hurry, so I guess it depends on how hungry we are. But yeah, so about another hour, I would say. But this section of the hike is actually not too bad. It's pretty nice. Not as much underbrush as the first part of the hike. So we're enjoying it. Look, some good views. Okay, disregard my last statement about a sweet campsite. We've now found it. It's just off the trail, and it's in this little pine grove. And as you can see, I mean, somebody has set this up. Sweet. I mean, you got seats all around. They've got a fire pit and some tripods and stuff set up for, I don't know, hanging pots and cooking water, and it's got, I mean, it's got room for probably 6 or 7 you know, 1 to 2 man tents. You can see right here where somebody has been here recently with their tent. But the water is right down here, so I mean, it's right next to the water. However, it's close to the road because I just heard a car, but it is what it is. But it's only about a mile and a half from this trailhead, which is cool because, like I said before, you can hike down here. Short hike, especially if you got a big group, this would be the place to come. But I'm sure if there's anybody else on the trail, or if they've been here before, they know this is the place to come, so they're probably coming here. But if this is open, this would be a great place for a bigger group. But then, you know, you can set up camp and then you can day hike the rest of it, which isn't probably, I mean, the scenery from here is probably no more than 3 miles, so it wouldn't be a bad day hike. But this is a sweet little spot. Got our packs resting there. I'm carrying the Coyote 80, which came in handy for this trip because I packed a lot of stuff given the weather. Didn't know it was going to be how cold it was going to be. We knew it was going to be rainy, so we brought a little extra stuff, and just got a basic Walmart Outdoor Products general pack cover for it. It works just fine. But we got the MSR Sherlock UL3 hiking poles. I do like these a lot. The only problem I see with them is there's not a whole lot of space to lock or to wrap some duct tape around, which a lot of people like to do, but you can wrap it around between these holes here. And the other problem would be they sound hollow and sound like a cup clanging when you're hitting rocks with them, but that's minor. But yeah, sweet little spot. What kind of pack are you carrying again?
That is a Teton 4000.
A Teton 4000 pack. And you know, it's a cheaper pack, but he's not camping all that much, so he didn't know if he wanted to go. But you know what? This pack looks pretty nice packed up, and it holds all the gear well. You said it's pretty comfortable, right?
Pretty comfortable. Comes with the rain cover.
Yeah, and it comes with a rain cover, which you can't really say for a lot of the more expensive packs, which is, you know, go figure. But you know, it's a nice little pack. Packs up well, and looks like it's got a pretty good lumbar pad and fairly stiff hip belt here, wide, fairly good shoulder strap, so I like it. Looks good. All right, we're taking a little break. We're gonna head back on the trail, get back to the car. All right, we are finally done with the trail.
Yay.
And we had some problems on the way. We instead of going 0.1 miles and making a left on at the trailhead, we thought that that was where we were going to come out at on the loop. So we kept going until we found another place that the trail crosses the road that is down here, that goes down below here, and it keeps going. And there is a trailhead at 0.1 miles to the left. Well, we kept going further down and found a place where the trail on the loop back crosses it, and you can go left or right, and we went left thinking that that's the start of the trail. And well, that was a crossing. So we hit that, went left, hit the natural bridge, so we thought we were where we were supposed to be, but we were going backwards than where we thought. So we thought we were going counterclockwise, and we really went past the trailhead, hit another junction, and then came back, and we're going clockwise. So we kind of screwed that up. And you know, as we were hiking and we were looking at this and looking at the map, it wasn't really making sense, but we were kind of rationalizing it. So where we thought we camped, we weren't. And yeah, we were all screwed up. So I'll show you here. Let me lay this down. So you're supposed to get on right here and come. We thought we were coming. No, we thought we got on and we're coming this way. Well, in reality, we missed this trailhead, and we came down here and got on right. We got on right here, and then came back up, thinking that we were coming this way. Came back up, hit the natural bridge. Came back up here, hit this cave, which we thought was this cave. So we hit this cave, and then we came all the way around here. So we were camping right around in here, where we thought we were camped right around in here. So we thought the whole time we were going this way. In reality, we were camped here and coming this way. So it made for a long day. But we finally got it straightened out and figured out where we went wrong, and ended up being a good trip. But for next time, we know, you know, these campsites around in here are pretty sweet. So we know to go to, you know, obviously the right way to go and to come into here. So I don't know. We got it figured out though. Pops.
Good. The whole trip was an awesome trip. I enjoyed being out here with you. You know, we made a trip about 1.5 to 2 miles long when it had to be, but it was a good trip. You know, our campsite wasn't the best, but it was good. It was near water. We had fire. Got to go out and explore some rock outcroppings and check out the caves and the natural bridge. And today made for a long walk though. The old man's legs were a little weak time we got back to the car, but all in all, good trip. I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
Yep, you and me both. It was a good time, and my legs were weak too. So I don't feel bad.
Okay.